Hi, I'm Kenneth Wajda. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Photography Talks. So today I'm going to feature a famous, or now famous, photographer who I think her work has been really showcased a lot, but some of you may not have seen or heard of her. But her name is Vivian Maier. She was a nanny working in Chicago, growing up in New York, and she worked as a nanny and she didn't have much family. She took care of these kids for this family, and she went around with a Rolleiflex camera and documented the seedy side of life and the not so seedy side of life, but really good compositions shot with this Rolleiflex back in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And in the 90s, maybe it was early 2000s, she fell and she was in the hospital, and her storage locker with her film and thousands of rolls of undeveloped film was put up for sale. And the buyers bought it up thinking it was just historical photographs of Chicago, and they found a wealth of photographs that were beautiful, well-composed images, but also a lot of undeveloped film. And before they could find out whose they were, she had passed. And so she never got any recognition in her life for her photography, but she was a really strong photographer. If you've seen her story, you know it's strong. If you have seen some of her work, if not, there's a great documentary you can rent from Netflix called Finding Vivian Maier, and it's the story of the folks who went searching for who was the photographer. And I'll put a link to that down below. And also, there's some online documentaries about her. Her website is full of great images, and there's a lot of, some of that is that element of time we talk about. Her work is about people in a different time, and that is of interest to us because it doesn't look like everyday stuff that we see all the time. I don't think a street photo is very much of a photo if it just has a person standing on a corner talking on their cell phone, because I see it all day long. But if that person is talking on their cell phone and they're walking into the light post because they weren't looking, and you get that reaction, that would be a good street photo. And Vivian is shooting in a time where it takes us back to a different time, and certainly those photographs speak because there's some of that element of time involved. But also her compositions are good. She's walking around with that Rolleiflex. She used a Leica a little bit too, and I'm impressed by her work. I'm glad that she has reached recognition, although I wonder if she would have wanted it. And in any case, take a look at the links in the show notes, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.